Welcome to Board Game Game Boards.
I'm Tristan.
And I'm Tom.
And today we're reviewing Werewolf. Werewolf is a card game for 5 to 75 players where you play the role of a villager, tasked with deducing who in your village is a werewolf.
Or you're a werewolf, and you're trying to trick the villagers into thinking you're one of them. Meanwhile, picking them off one by one, like pigs in houses, made of different stuff.
But I don't care about what the houses are made of, Tom. I care about what's in the box. But before we get started, we have to say that there are a lot of versions of this game, like too many, so there's no way we're gonna review them all.
No, they're all pretty much the same anyway.
Yeah. So our version is Ultimate Werewolf Deluxe Edition by Bezier Games. Bumblebee Tuna.
Your balls are showing. So the game comes with roll cards, a notepad, a getting started guide, and a rule book.
What's nice about the cards is that they have a description at the bottom explaining your role. And while that may seem like a no-brainer, we've seen versions that don't do that, which is dumb. So good job, Bumblebee guys.
Now, there are a lot of different card types. You have 80 cards total and at least 40 rolls to choose from,
which can be a bit overwhelming. Thankfully, the Getting Started guide gives you a pretty clear and easy introduction. The Getting Started guide is basically training wheels. It tells you which cards to use and what to do at each phase of the game.
Plus, it's super short. If you don't count the pictures and the examples, it has fewer words than a page out of Harry Potter.
It's a little bit of an outdated reference there, Tom.
Lord of the Rings.
You're going backwards.
Count of Monte Cristo.
God damn it.
And while the Werewolf training wheels are great, the rulebook has a few loose bolts.
Werewolf training wheels would make a sweet band name.
The book lays out the play variations, example scenarios, advanced games, roll card descriptions, and a guide for the moderator.
There's also a section for using a timer. Where's that section again, Tom?
I have no idea. Because there's no index, number, or title on any page, every section looks the same. The only difference is that the main sections are in all caps.
And a smaller nitpick is that we found grammatical errors throughout. Not a huge deal, but something that could have easily been fixed by throwing the text into MS Word.
Hey, I found the timer section in the rulebook. It stresses that it's more fun to use a timer. Quote, games with timers are simply more fun than games without timers.
And that's a science fact!
No! Who are you? Get out of here! I'm sick of your ish! We have too many unnecessary characters on this show.
Now, I hear that you can take these cards and use them with friends for some kind of social interaction and entertainment. Is that correct?
Yeah, Tom, it's a card game.
Yes, yes. Now, if someone, not me of course, didn't know how to play this game, yes, yeah. Right, how would one do that thing you just said?
Well, first you determine who will be the moderator. This person runs the game, keeping track of who's who. The moderator then deals a roll card to each player with the proper ratio of baddies to goodies. You can do this by either using a pre-made scenario or by using the score at the bottom of each card. When you add up the scores of all cards being used, it should equal 0 for a fair game.
And these rolls are secret. You don't reveal who you really are until death or the end of the game.
Tom, I thought you didn't know how to play.
I said explain it to someone, not me. The game works on a night and day system. At night, everyone goes to sleep, while the moderator has each special role, such as the werewolf or seer, use their action one at a time. It's important that on the first night, the moderator makes note of who has which role to avoid any confusion. Now, a nice thing about the deluxe version of Werewolf is that it comes with a handy dandy notepad, so you don't have to scramble for some crumpled piece of paper.
On the first day, everyone introduces their characters if you're engaging in roleplay. Then, everyone may begin accusations.
So how do accusations work? Someone other than me might ask. Let's say you think someone's a werewolf, or maybe you're a werewolf, and you want to throw people off your trail.
First you accuse them. Then another player has to second your accusation in order to begin a trial. The accused defends himself, and everyone votes yay or nay. Majority wins, and the accused is either safe for the day or eliminated from the game.
Some would say democracy is the real winner.
Land of the free and home of the brave.
Accusation is but one of the many methods that can be used to eliminate a person. Another way is secret ballot.
After voting is done, everyone once again goes to sleep.
Every night after the first works the same way. Step 1, the werewolves must all agree on a villager to kill, because even werewolves believe in democracy.
And next, all the other special characters take their secret turns. The most often used and significant being the seer. Every night, the seer points at a player and the moderator lets them know if they are werewolf or villager.
Whoa, that sounds really overpowered.
Actually, it's not, you stupid idiot. You see, if the seer makes it obvious who they are, then the werewolves are gonna kill them next. It's a subtle dance, like chess.
Or crumping. Every day works exactly like the first, except without introducing yourself.
Unless you are Drew Barrymore.
You accuse and debate on who the werewolves are, potentially ending with an elimination. You then repeat day and night until the villagers have eliminated all the werewolves and they win, or the werewolves outnumber the villagers and they win.
Hit from 51st Dates.
Now you're probably watching this and thinking, wow, these guys suck.
It probably, she has amnesia the whole
But you're
time,
also thinking 75 players, how is that even possible?
Adam Sandler was the primary star.
That's where the scenarios in the rulebook come into play.
Tom, do you get the...
No, I don't get it! And you gave me shit for outdated references.
I just wanted to be a part of your thing, you know, There are 16 advanced scenarios that range player count from mid-teens to upper 40s, some adding new factions like the vampires and cult leader.
But the rulebook doesn't add these new factions until a 15-player game. That's a lot of people.
Of course, you can just make up your own scenario or look online.
And unless you're popular like us, then you'll have a tough time getting 10, 20, or 75 people together for a card game.
Yeah, this is where conventions come in handy. You see, while researching Werewolf, it was clear that this game was a big hit at comic and game conventions.
Sweet. So how did you like playing at a con?
Oh, we didn't do that.
What? What do you mean?
Because this game is about deception and debates, both of those things are time consuming. And as you add more people, the game's just gonna take longer, even with a third faction.
Well, the cartoon clock on the box does say 30 to 90 minutes.
But a good chunk of people are usually first timers or they only play at conventions. It just adds time.
Oh, I see. So unless you show up at the short window of time between games or are willing to wait for a new one to start, you ain't getting in.
Yeah, and we just couldn't wait. We had to see Stan Lee Q&A and he's not gonna be around much longer.
Tristan, what if Stan Lee saw this video? That would be awful.
It's time to vote, Tom. Pass, try, or buy.
Buy. Werewolf is an awesome party game that's easy to learn with a ton of variation.
Agreed. The advanced game rules and card types are a little bogged down in the rulebook, but it's built up such a simple game system that after just a few plays, you could pretty much handle anything that life throws at you.
Wait a second. What's with your hand? And these roles are secret. You don't reveal who you really are until the death or the end of the game.
Tom, I don't know what that was, but I thought you didn't know how to play the game.
I said tell it to someone.
Right.
Not me. Mwah.
I hate everything.
You look like mommy.